Hello and welcome to another Chelsea chat. Do you know what? I wasn't going to do anything before the Leeds game, but I've been so annoyed lately. This last week I've been stunned by either the corruption or the ineptitude of both FA officials, Premier League officials and the FA, the Football Association. They're either totally inept or they're corrupt to the core. I don't know which one it is. I wish they'd hold their hands up and tell us. Yesterday, Thomas Tuchel got a £35,000 fine and a one-match touchline ban. Antonio Conte, who also got sent off, also shown the red card, also run out of his, whatever they call it, the area that he's meant to stand in on Sunday, also got involved in an altercation. Also incited people on the other bench by his celebrations. He got a £15,000 fine and no touchline ban. So they both got red cards, but Tuchel gets a touchline ban and Conte doesn't. That's not fair. I know I'm biased, I know I'm Chelsea and I'm biased, but I've even had Tottenham fans who are mates. Yeah, sadly I've got Tottenham fans who are mates. And they've even said, well, that's not fair. I think it's funny, but it's not fair. The FA should be accountable. They should come out and say why they've made that decision. But what's really got me, well, that finished off. That was the straw that broke the camel's back. But what's really got me was in the week, Mike Dean coming out and saying, everyone's saying, oh, it's marvellous that he has admitted his mistake. Admitted his mistake. He's on VAR. He's got all different views of that hair pulling. Hair pulling with enough force to drag a bloke to the ground. Obviously violent conduct in anyone's viewpoint. I have not spoke to a supporter yet, even those who hate Chelsea, who didn't think that was violent conduct. I know a lower league referee who just shakes his head. He can't understand what Mike Dean was thinking. It's either total ineptness. He's got banned for a week from VAR. He needs a life ban. He needs a life ban. He needs sacking. I'm sorry, but if you're that bad at your job, can you imagine being lucky he's not a surgeon, isn't it? Lucky he's not a surgeon. You'd go in for a hip replacement and he'd stick a hip on your head. Useless, absolutely useless. But he came out and made a statement saying, oh, well, you know, in hindsight, I've spoken to other referees and I now realise it was violent conduct. How long has Mike Dean been in the game? And he don't realise that tugging someone's hair with such force that they're pulled to the ground can be deemed as violent conduct. He didn't know that. That's like Hercule Poirot going into a murder scene where a bloke's been stabbed 57 times, he's got a knife in his back, and saying, oh, I don't think there's any foul play here. I don't think this is a murder scene. And then coming out a week later and saying, well, I've spoken to other detectives, and in hindsight, that bloke who was stabbed 57 times and a knife in his back, that was probably a murder. Mistakes happen. We're still learning. That's what he said. I'm still learning. Old Hercule Poirot. Yeah, oh, well, you know, still learning. You know, obviously was a murder now I look back on it. Anthony Taylor was looking straight at that. People that say, Anthony Taylor, oh, well, at least he's come out and he's made an apology. You can't make that many mistakes against one club and it not be, as I say, total ineptness, he's totally useless, or In which case, he shouldn't get any more games. Definitely not Premiership games. He'd be lucky to get one out the park if it was down to me. And even then, I wouldn't let him referee a team in blue. Or it's corruption. He's having a, you know, and he's not going to come out and say that. And I'm not going to allege it. But to me, it just seems two, there's four there. It just seems two possible alternatives. He's either totally inept, unable to do the job, or he's corrupt and he bets against Chelsea. Because there are too many instances. Oh, he's written to Tuchel or he's phoned Tuchel and said sorry. For what instance? For what instance? For the 2 goals last Sunday? Or for the goals that you've not allowed? For the fouls you've not given? What are you apologising for? Every display against Chelsea, because you really do need to. And you need to come out and say why you make these mistakes against a certain club. Because it's very, very strange. I know a lot of you agree. I just had to get that off my chest because it's been a combination of things. But what really got me was Mike Dean's statement. Oh, you know, having spoken to other referees, I realise I was wrong. This is what you're dealing with. Why is he not being sacked? Why is he not being sacked? That is absolutely crazy. That's all, folks. I had to get it off my chest. I'll speak to you after the Leeds game. Please subscribe to the channel and throw a like if you agree. And if you don't agree with what I've said, throw a like. Yeah, please subscribe and yeah, let me know your thoughts, so that I can probably guess most of them. Thanks for watching. Up to Chelsea.